It's a very sexy face, that.
We're ready to go.
I can feel the actor in you really seeping out.
What are you talking
It's
about?
nice. No.
Have we started? This is the start of the app.
No, we can start now. Are we starting now? Oh, yeah. But I feel like this. Welcome to the Wolf and Owl.
Yo, what do you want? Beak or jaws? Feathers or fur? Sharp teeth or feet with claws? Whatever's preferred. Just kidding, every word in this song's about two grown men dressed up as a bird and a dog.
Welcome to the Wolf and Owl. With me, Romesh, Ranga Nathan.
Me, Tom Davis. I feel it so much in you.
No,
I know the thespian
you're getting in
is...
my head.
No,
There's
not
no
at all.
thespian.
There
There's
is
no
a thespian.
thespian.
Do you know what I think it is?
What?
I think you have become. I think you've almost relaxed the. You know, like when they say with great acting, right, when you see really good actors, they lose like any sort of sense of like inhibitions, but what people think.
Yeah,
and that's what true greatness is. I think there's an element of that where I watch you.
You
now.
think I don't care what people think of me?
No, but I think you seem more relaxed. You seem more chilled about it.
Look, it's just it's about expressing yourself, isn't it? And
you're expressing yourself beautifully, sir.
No, I don't think I've changed. You're just putting this in my head now. Now I'm going to feel like I'm going to have to counteract this the whole podcast.
No, don't counteract it. Be that thing. It's beautiful to see. It's like, I tell you what, a butterfly breaks out from being it was a caterpillar, right?
Yeah. And then it forms a cocoon.
Yeah, and then it becomes a beautiful
So I was a caterpillar on the previous Wolf and Owl.
Yeah.
And then for a couple of months I've been in a cocoon.
And now you're a beautiful
the butterfly's out. I hope you're enjoying the butterfly.
The butterfly effect.
Yeah. No, that's a different thing, isn't it? That's a completely different thing.
How are you, my friend?
I'm very good, thank you. Feeling very good.
Chilled, relaxed? What's going on in the world of Romesh Ranga Nathan? Away from being a thespian, a theatreite?
Well, I started to write the tour.
Nice.
For next year. I say next year. Yeah, next year.
How's it feeling?
It's the bit where you go, I don't know what this is going to be yet, really. I mean, I've got the idea.
Yeah.
Doing that. Very excited to say. Oh, actually, I need to talk to you about this.
Yeah.
So, I've had this moustache hair combo for a while now.
Which I love. Yeah.
And I've basically, it's actually been quite a good exercise for me in caring less about how I look, right? Because you're forced into a look that is not your...
What was I just saying at the start of this?
Is not your favourite look.
Yeah. But you're fucking owning it, sir.
Well, that's very kind of you. Charlie said to me this morning, our youngest, how are you managing with your complete lack of aura? And I said, what do you mean?
Wow.
And he said, well, you don't look your best, do you?
Wow.
Because of your hair and your moustache. And he goes...
How's he saying that? Like, is this over breakfast?
Yeah, this morning, yeah, we just sort of padding around, having our little morning check-in.
So hold it, was there any shtick or any sort of chat before this?
He found it funny what he was saying, but he meant it.
By the way, it is funny.
But he meant it. He said, you haven't really got any aura.
Do you think he's been building up for that? Or?
No, it's the sort of thing he says regularly, but not this, full on. He's
noticed yours been seeping away.
Maybe,
gradually.
yeah, maybe sort of... He feels
love
like
the idea of Charlie laying in bed going, you know what, I'm going to broach the aura thing with Dad this morning.
So he said to me, he was like...
Cocoa Pops.
He said, what was the other thing he said to me? He goes, you're not prime you right now, are you?
Oh, Jesus.
He goes, are you excited about getting back to being prime you?
So you've got Roy Keane living in your house.
So I said to him, what do you think prime me is? And he said, well, you've got to have a beard.
Yeah.
He said to be prime you.
Okay.
And he said, you used to have your hair kind of properly done. And he goes, a little bit trimmed up and stuff. He goes, that's prime you. He goes, right now, he goes, you've got no aura. He goes, so...
That's such... I always thought Charlie was a sweet one.
Yeah, I mean, he was... But that's his sweetness.
Yeah.
So, with Charlie, you get... if I'd have started to look like I was getting offended, he would have, backtracked.
Yeah, of course.
But he was just sort of...
Oh, my God. How was your morning, Charlie? Yeah, I sort of had to sort of tackle quite a difficult thing with my dad because he's sort of...
I could just imagine him after I left to come and do this, he went over to Lucia and he goes, I had the chat you wanted me to have.
By the way, Thea, Alex, Mum, I know why you got me to do that.
Yeah.
Because, but
I know we've all been
dads.
talking about it every night, 6 nights a week when Dad's doing the play. And I've had the chat with him, guys. I know you didn't want to, but I've had the chat with him. Yeah. He looked a bit crestfallen, bless him. And it looked so ugly as he did it because of the face. But he's taking it on board.
What is going on after the play? Is it the beard's coming back?
I don't know. I sent a text message to Jonathan Andrews, my hairdresser, who we know.
Oh, wow. I've never ever heard him described as my hairdresser.
The hairdresser. He's the guy that does my hair.
Hairdresser?
He's the guy that does my hair.
Is that Liz Taylor?
Is that a weird way of saying it?
Yeah, my hairdresser. Haven't you? Your own personal hairdresser.
It's not my own If somebody cuts your hair, they're your hairdresser.
Yeah,
aren't
I
they?
I go to the same barbers, but I have there could be 6 different people.
Oh no, it's always
Jonathan.
Yeah,
there we go. So he's your
not
hairdresser.
always. I mean, it's not at the moment.
Yeah. What's he? Did he do that?
I sent him a photo. No, he didn't do this. No, he wasn't allowed to.
He's a wonderful craftsman, by the way, Jonathan.
Yeah, but apparently that's not pretentious to say that.
What? No, I mean he doesn't do anything for me. Can I just say
He does a lot for me.
I watch from the outside very much. Yeah.
Anyway, the point is, I sent him a
Jamie, Joel Dommett.
Yeah, I sent him a photo.
Sam Thompson.
Oh my god! You know what just really hit me?
What?
Is how much less attractive I am than all of the other people that Jonathan cuts their hair. Sam Thompson, Jamie Redknapp, and fucking Joel Dommett. And then I'm like a fucking anus polyp of those clients. I can't imagine Jonathan does anybody. Whose hair do you cut? Sam Thompson, Jamie Redknapp, Joel Dommett. I heard a rumour that you cut Romesh Ranga.
No. I cut it once. Yeah.
Have you seen it now?
I had to cut a sample of his hair for the police.
Yeah. Actually, he did ask me to cut his hair, but this is not worth it, so I did it blindfolded.
So what, you sent you a picture of you?
I sent him a picture of me and
Can
I said...
I see the picture you sent to him?
Yeah.
I just want to see what sort of face you pull, if there's any irony
I did
in
pull
this.
a face, I can remember that.
Oh, to be fair, that's all right, because you're having a joke. That's fine. If you'd done a really serious face, I'd have... So you've turned around to him and said...
I sent him that photo and I said, help.
Yeah, okay.
And then he said, what do you want to do? And I said, I don't know.
So, wow, that's nice.
And I just said, whatever you think.
That's for a hairdresser, by the way. That's everything.
I don't know if that's good or terrible. But anyway, he said he's going to think of something, and then I'm going to have that haircut.
Do you shaved up the one side or something like that?
Yeah, just shaved it on side and then all flipped over.
Yeah, that would look kind of sexy.
Asymmetric bob.
Yeah. Like, what would be the look? Because you've had some wacky looks recently. You had the sort of goatee thing, didn't you?
Yeah. And I have had a tash for a while with a bit of stubble, and then I got rid of it.
I had this for a job, by the way, the tash.
Yeah.
And I actually fell in love with it, and I've kept it with a bit more stubble.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about going completely back to basics, clean shaven, shaved head.
No.
What do you mean no?
Yeah, I don't...
What do you mean
I'd
no?
love to see it.
What do you mean no?
Because you've got hair and gorgeous hair.
No, but I mean like really short.
Fucking sad.
Don't get aggy.
Yeah, I do get aggy because you've got hair. I haven't got that luxury to go. Oh yeah, I'll just shave it all off. You've got
Can you put a little bit of violin underneath this?
You've got beautiful hair. It's, by the way, one of your... I'd say it's in your top 5 attributes.
What are the other 4?
Your nose. You've got a nice, strong nose. Your mouth. I think your mouth's nice. Your ears.
Don't just name stuff you're looking at.
No, just go for your eyebrows.
I trimmed these recently.
Yeah, can I say your eyebrows are actually...
all right. So, do you trim your eyebrows?
Yeah, of course.
So I hadn't been doing it.
What?
I hadn't been doing it.
You've never trimmed your eyebrows?
I've had it done.
Does Jonathan not do them?
Yeah, he does them.
Yeah, I was going to say.
But I've not seen Jonathan for a long time.
Okay.
So,
but the character you're playing in the play would have those sort of wispy... When they started to turn up?
They weren't starting to turn up, but it's like every now and again I'd rub my face and then one of the eyebrow hairs would come into view. Like, fucking hell, that is...
Yeah, you get those...
That is too
tufts.
long.
Like, that's a teacher's look, by the way.
Yeah.
That and a sort
so
of...
anyway, trimming your eyebrows is actually quite difficult.
Yeah. You did it yourself. That's crazy. They look so strong.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
But
you've got really strong eyebrows.
I don't want to get too sort of... I say too boring. I think that ship has sailed. But your eyebrow hairs, I ran a beard trimmer across them.
Yeah.
Because the hair's so thin and lies so flat, it's actually very difficult to do.
Yeah, you've got to be careful because I tried that and I ended up like having little lines here, like I was trying to...
Yeah, that was an accident. What, the 2 little dashes here? That was you made.
Did you notice when I had that?
What?
That wasn't that long ago.
You think that was an accident? You want to pass it off as an accident?
I was experimenting.
You were trying something, weren't you?
Yeah.
Just be honest.
Yeah, I was trying
So
something.
what look were you trying to emulate when you did that?
When you haven't got hair,
Yeah.
You try different
Express
things.
yourselves in different ways.
Yeah.
So what? So you.
So I look from my hairline down and thought, where's the
and
next...
what can you do? What can you do with the hair that you've
where's
got?
the next stop?
Yeah.
And I thought maybe I'll just have a little, like a sort of abs from 5 Nick.
Is that really what happened?
Yeah.
And then what did Catherine say?
She, to be fair, I've got very faint eyebrows.
Right, so she didn't notice.
She didn't really notice.
You've still got a bit of a neck.
Really? Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, is it still there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say it's still there. What the fuck made you do that?
I think the glasses are hiding it now, right?
Yeah, but what are you doing?
I'm fucking covering up the nick.
You know you're saying to me that I'm getting more you're going the opposite way, by the way.
What do you mean?
You're sort of shrinking into yourself.
Yeah,
You're
I know,
putting your
yeah.
hat down. You're moving your glasses. Eventually, you're just going to be like you're going to form some sort of. You get into the fetal position by the end of this episode.
Does the nick? What do you think when you see the nick?
What do I think when I see the nick? I think it must have had an accident.
Yeah, that's.
It can't be deliberate.
I mean, I've been honest with you now. I've told you this situation, and now I'm regretting it. I should have just said I'd nicked it out.
Yeah, it's fine. We all try stuff.
Yeah.
Here's a question for you. What would you do? Okay, I was thinking.
Oh God.
I don't know if I can say this out loud. I'm actually now. My reaction is making it sound bigger than it is. I was considering having highlights put in my hair.
I thought you were going to say a ponytail.
No.
Highlights.
Yeah.
So what?
Okay, so can I just talk to you about my ongoing
blonding or
no? Just I don't know.
like a brown, like a mousy brown.
I don't know. I was sort of just dabbling with the idea, but this is where I'm at right now in my life. I just want to talk to you about this. I want to get your take on it.
Okay.
Okay, please.
Yeah. So bleak, by the way. So can I just say, it's not lost on me that you are at the moment talking about highlights. You could have a ponytail.
Yeah.
The furthest I could push the boat out is nicking a line in my eyebrow.
But so what, you know,
and I felt like crazy for that.
You know, when I was growing my hair, really,
Who's the woman in Greece? You're Sandy, and who's her friend? Fizzy or something like that, who sort of hangs around with her.
Fizzy?
Yeah. What's her name?
Is it
Rizzo. That's who I feel like. You're Sandy and I'm Rizzo. You're like, oh my God, I put on this black outfit. I felt absolutely beautiful. And I'm like, oh, I took a nick out of my eyebrow. Yeah, all right, Rizzo. Like anybody's going to notice. Anyway, you're the first person that's noticed. Go on.
Okay.
Highlights.
So when I was growing my hair really long,
Yeah.
I was really struggling with making it look. I mean, I'm really letting you behind the curtain. This is sort of embarrassing.
Yeah.
I was really struggling with making it look passable as it's growing out, right?
Yeah.
So
You
then,
showed me a nice picture of you earlier.
when?
Just earlier when you had your long hair. I thought it was a nice picture.
Oh, okay. So anyway, I was trying to sort it out, and then eventually I became obsessed with obsessed is exaggeration, but I was doing different things. Like I was trying different ways of shampooing my hair. I was trying different hair products. It started to become I'm going to be honest with you, I've not talked about this publicly. It started to become a bit of a thing.
Right, okay.
Eventually, I've not said this, I started following what I found on the internet, which is called the curly girl method.
Okay. What's the curly girl method?
The curly girl method is like you don't shampoo every day. I think it's like a 4 or 5 day cycle. You put the product in your hair, you let it form a cast, then you break the cast by crushing it. So I was doing that for a bit, right?
Wow.
Nobody noticed. Why should they? And then it got to the point where I thought, I'm a fucking 47-year-old father of 3, and whenever I was doing this, I can't spend this long getting... It's not right that I'm spending this long.
Yeah, you're
so now
obsessed.
I'm thinking, I want to do something. So this is the thing. Men of our age, right?
Yeah.
You want to look good still,
Yeah.
right? You want to look good, but you don't want it to look like you've tried to look good, right?
Like, yeah, taking a nick out of your
Yeah,
eyebrow.
but what I'm saying is, I look at Theo,
Yeah.
and obviously, he's 16, right?
Yeah.
He can do whatever the fuck he wants, right?
course.
Because whatever adaptations or whatever concessions he makes to fashion or his
Yeah.
hair or whatever, you'd go.
And we've been those.
Yeah, of
we've
course,
been
yeah.
there,
But he, because we're his parents, and he doesn't have the parents that I had. He is able to express himself however he wants. Like whatever decision, like, if he wants to get his ears pierced, that's fine. Whatever he wants to do with his hair is fine with us, right? So there's a bit of envy there at
Yeah.
your kid, right?
Yeah.
For us, I think if you look like you're doing too much, no matter how much it suits you, it looks a bit sad. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I look at, I know, I've got a couple of friends that I noticed recently on Instagram who've been overly doing a look.
Right.
And trying to look a lot younger.
Yeah.
And you kind of got, which is weird saying that because, I think we all, I think now I notice, I make jest about being bald, but I am constantly like, you're like, how do you, because once you're bald, there's nothing else you can do with your hair.
But you look great.
Yeah, but do you know, I will tell you now, there's not a day that goes by that I don't just wish I had hair. Just one more run at that fucking horse. It'd just be like, seriously, like, when you're talking about all your different, the idea of going for a swim and just popping your head out of the pool and just flicking your hair back, Christ, I used to love that.
I think you might be romanticising this a bit. I don't want to sort of burst your bubble.
Yeah.
But you coming out of a pool with long hair and flicking your hair out of your face, I don't think it'll look how you seem to be thinking it's going to look. I think you...
Daniel Craig. It looks like when you see a hippo, yawn.
I think you might be romanticising it a bit.
Yeah, but it's nice to romanticise. But so going to your hair, right?
Yeah, so the point I'm trying to make is, the reason I said about shaving it off and like cutting my hair short is I started to think maybe I've now got to the age where you just got to go, just look smart. Your days of fucking around with how you look are behind you now. Do you know what I mean?
But you did the nails thing for a while.
I did, and the only reason I'm not doing it at the moment is the play. But even that, I'm talking about that, even that, is that a bit mad at my age?
No, but
like in your 20s, that's cool to be doing shit like that. But in your 40s, like getting your nails done.
Yeah, but also...
I'm not talking about as a
generationally, but that's the other thing, right? Generation. Can I say, like, I come from a background where everyone, even, all joking aside, even when I was in my 20s, right, late teens, I used to joke, we wore a uniform as lads that went out, that if you stepped slightly away from the shirt, jeans, Patrick Cox wannabes, the same haircut almost, like as soon as sort of basically someone broke away from long curtains and went for a French crop and a skinhead, everyone just did that. The idea of breaking against the fucking, a short jacket in the winter, that's literally what all of it, everyone was. And I did try quite a lot to break away from that, and I try and, the leather trousers incident or... whatever else, I remember getting a fur jacket from an old market store in Camden, whatever. Like, I tried different things and I got relentlessly bullied for that. But I used to find it, but for the most part, I dressed like everyone else dressed.
Yeah. Now I would describe you as quite fearless. Yeah,
no, but that's come through later age, and but also, I probably had a bit more of a, my life wasn't as necessarily, I just the world and the people that I'd surrounded myself from most of my life, from my core group of friends. I did other things. I'd surround myself with people from hippies and people from different backgrounds, and I'd always look at people and think, oh, that's a cool thing to wear. I've got to say, when it comes to clothes, the idea of dressing my age and going, I'm going to dress like every other... Like, I had lunch the other day with Jamie Redknapp. He came out, he looks absolutely insane.
When did you have lunch with Jamie Redknapp?
I hadn't seen him for a while. He was in the area.
I've not seen him for fucking ages.
You saw him You saw him more recently than me. He was on your podcast. He came in... Right?
For a fucking podcast?
He was wearing the same thing, actually, he wore on the podcast. Nice blue cardigan, white T-shirt, lovely boots, nice trousers. He looked so well turned out. And I thought, that's not... I feel comfortable dressing in stuff like you do. You, I'd say, have got a look now where I look and go, but the minute you stop going, I'm going to cut my hair short, I'm going to conventionally grow my beard so it's not too long, and it's great that you're 47, 48, and you're not scared to do different things and try different things.
I think it's a bit...
I don't think... But why?
I think it could be argued that it's a bit.
But why?
Those times are behind us.
But
you and I...
Billy Connolly.
Next year...
Look at Billy.
Next year...
Look at Billy Connolly.
You and I should wear suits for this.
I'll wear a suit for one.
Okay, I'll wear a suit for one.
I'll wear a suit. Billy Connolly, Robin Williams, Richard Pryor wasn't like, you didn't see Richard Pryor walking like all of a sudden just dressing like, oh shit, I'm 40, I better just stick on my fucking zip up top. It's like push it, man. You're an entertainer. By the way, you're in the theatre land now.
Don't start this. You're doing is.
I'm not. That's mate. That's like where you are in your life.
We should go further that way then, maybe.
Yeah, I'd push it more. Yeah. What we should do is we should go shopping together and buy each other the outfit we think the other one should wear.
It's like this is another attempt at you to try and get a Robin Romesh format away with you and me.
I'm not in terms of doing. Look, can I just say, when I dressed you for King Gary, you hated those clothes. That is what you're talking about wearing now.
Not quite. I mean, oh God,
it's not far. That's the whole point of that character. As much as you hated it, was you're one of the most stylish people I know. You always dress well. The point of putting you like in those clothes was that is the last thing I could ever imagine you wearing.
Yeah, no, but that's Tom. Let's not pretend it was some sort of noble experiment. It was bullying.
It wasn't bullying.
I've said it every time. It is bullying.
It's not bullying.
It was bullying. I could hear you laughing outside the trailer
because it was funny. But the character, that was what the character was, right?
Okay.
I actually think, in the scope of things, I'm then in really tight clothes. I mean, when I look at those pictures of me as King Gary, that is, I mean, it's what the character was.
Most of the budget went on your clothes, didn't it?
It's actually Laura's clothes were actually the most.
Well, I mean, you didn't wear a single thing that didn't have a fucking label.
We'd actually got gifted quite a few things.
Did you?
I think.
Yeah, I imagine you got gifted all of Stuart Williams' stuff. Nobody's paying for that.
Blue Ink didn't gift us anything.
Some of the most. I think at one point they said, we've got a bit of a treat for you. We've got a couple of fat face bits.
Wedding episodes when you all get dressed up. Yeah, but I think how you dress. I think I. By the way, I saw you the other day on Radio 2. The look was fucking sick. The tie look.
Yeah, well, that was just because I was going on a date with Aisling.
Yeah, but yeah.
Thanks very much. Okay, well, I'll have a think about it. Anyway, that's not the point of any of this.
Yeah, hairlights.
Highlights.
Okay, highlights. They should be called hairlights.
Yeah, they should be.
Why did no one call them that?
Yeah, maybe I'll get them. Do you know what? I might get them. You might have inspired me to get them.
So watch this. So hold up. When you say hairlights, but
I don't say hairlights.
Nobody
says hairlights.
When you say highlights, what are you talking about? What colour?
I don't know. Like a sort of
like tips.
No, not frosted tips. Like, like a little kind of bit of, I don't know, like a light colour maybe?
I think do it.
Yeah? All right, I'm going to do it.
It's like that old thing that Denzel Washington says, like, you don't want to be on your deathbed surrounded by all your regrets.
Yeah, but I don't want to be on my deathbed with some really shit highlights either.
You get Jonathan, if Jonathan's doing them,
anyway,
that will be beautiful.
So Charlie, this story's about Charlie, but not to do with that. Charlie is in the West End now.
My God.
He's one of the cast of Oliver.
This is incredible.
He's got the part, one of Fagin's gang. And yesterday, I got to watch him for the first time.
Oh, my God.
Because I couldn't do it, because I couldn't go on his first night because of my play. So I went to watch him, and we got up in the morning. He was buzzing for me to go and see him, because Lisa had seen him. Lisa went every show.
Wow.
So then I got ready. We were having a chat about it. Get the train up there. He's just chatting like he's not about to do his fourth ever performance on the West End. Just totally
massive
chill.
play as well.
Totally chill.
Can I say, Oliver is a stalwart of.
I mean that show
West End is one of the
and
greatest
Simon
shows.
Lipkin, by the way, as Fagin, unbelievable.
Fagin's a dream part, right?
Yeah, and in fact, the whole cast were incredible, really good.
Did you go and meet them afterwards?
No, I'm not that cool. I'm not going to do that.
Why? You're a West Ender.
Well, I didn't do it.
Okay.
Anyway, so
do you take Charlie for food after?
Oh, we had a bit of a falling out about this, actually.
Oh God!
I'll tell you about that.
You wanted to go to Mildred's?
No, I didn't. I wouldn't do that to him.
Okay.
Not that there's anything wrong with Mildred's. I love Mildred's.
Incredible.
I love Mildred's.
Great food,
but not Charlie's bag.
No,
is how I describe Mildred's.
But he's quite adventurous little eater, though, Charlie.
He is, but
we were talking about him on the trip.
There has to be meat.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I love that about him.
So we get there.
Yeah.
I'm astounded by the complete lack of nerves in this kid, right? And I actually thought to myself, how is he doing this? Do you know what I mean? That was the thing that's like the performance, whatever. How is this kid so chilled going into this thing? Honestly, mate, it was like Oliver was one of a number of things he's looking forward to doing that day. It was crazy.
The anxiety even...
Nothing.
Did you? Because I would have been nervous Grace has got 2 lines in a little place she's doing at her little drama workshop.
Okay. It's not about your kid, mate. So
no. But my point, I'm already having anxiety about those 2 lines.
I felt anxious.
Yeah.
I'm on the way there in the train. I'm starting to feel a bit funny. I'm starting to feel like I don't know.
Did his coolness though rub off on you? Did his complete lack of?
It made me feel like actually weird. It was this weird thing where the parent is supposed to reassure the kid's reassuring the parent about his performance. He's going, it's just fun. It's just fun. I love doing it.
Wow.
So I'm like, okay. So we go to do it. We go to the thing. I go into theatre, sit down, watch him be great, and everybody was great. Actually, the whole thing was wicked. Sitting there, a little kind of burning emotion-y.
Yeah,
you start to feel a bit like, and then you start to think, am I being like a couple of people asked for photos in the audience.
Yeah.
Tom, I'm going to tell you this. I said this to Lisa because she'd gone to the toilet. I was sat on my own, and then a couple.
By the way, that's a staple of what people do.
What?
As soon as Catherine or Lisa move away, boom.
So Lisa had gone. So a couple of people came over and said, "Can I have a photo?" Had a little chat or whatever. I didn't say it to them. I was looking for an in to say my son's in this, and then I thought, oh my God, I recognise a bit of me that's like this sort of sad, proud parent.
No.
No, but it's a bit braggy, isn't it? It's a bit.
No, it's your son's in the play.
I know, but it's a bit
you
like
need to own that stuff.
No, but I do think it's a bit ick. I do
Why
actually.
is that ick?
You can't convince me that it's not ick because it's a lot of circumstance and good fortune and stuff. And obviously he's worked hard and he's really good, but I don't like. It's just showing off, isn't it?
But it's not showing off. You're proud of your son.
I am proud, but I think you can express that pride to your
Lisa and
family.
stuff.
Yeah.
But
I don't
also,
think you have to go and say it to other people.
You shouldn't. But my point is,
you don't have to say it on your podcast, for example.
But my point is, he's nailing it. He's smashing it. You're literally sitting there watching him do this incredible thing. By the way, let's not fucking get crazy. Like, it's a big deal.
Oh yeah,
at his age, getting a part in a West End show.
Yeah,
that's mad.
Good. It is good.
That's such a big thing, right? It doesn't and this is the other just. Because the icky thing that you're maybe feeling and whatever is the fact that you might think, oh, they'll go, well, yeah, of course, yeah. That's what you're
I'm
feeling.
Sure people will think that.
Yeah, no, but it's not. I can tell you now. It's so what you need to do is own that moment and go, wow, because those are the moments. They're the things that we all, as parents, as whatever siblings, you're going, wow, that's an incredible thing. You're sitting there watching him absolutely nail it. And if people come over and you've not walked over to them and said, "Oh, my boy's in this."
No,
like if they're coming
I would
over,
have done that if I could.
No, but then you let that out.
Yeah, well, I didn't anyway. So I kept it to myself. It was a good secret. And then we left, and then Charlie, this is bad. No, it's not that bad actually. Charlie wanted to go to Dave's Hot Chicken, and we didn't go.
Why didn't you want to go?
Because it was raining.
Right.
We'd sort of gone the other way. And it meant a double back to go to Dave's Hot Chicken, and we were going to the train station, so we were just like, I can't be bothered. So we ended up getting KFC when we got back.
You know what you should do tonight?
What?
Take him some Dave's Hot Chicken.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Does it travel?
Yeah. I'm
an hour and a half away from my house.
Okay. And also you've got to play tonight.
Yeah. And also I get back at midnight. But apart from that, it's bulletproof.
That's really gets him back from the aura thing.
Yeah.
Hey, sleeping
Hello,
there,
mate.
kid?
Hello, mate. Wake up.
At 6 o'clock, I got you some Dave's Hot Chicken. It's been in my dressing room at the play.
Got you some ice cold chicken.
How? So he's sharing his dressing room with the other. By the way, I always have so much respect for the chorus. So he's in all the songs.
Pardon?
He's in all of Fagan's and the boys' songs.
Yeah.
I always have so much that's the stuff that I always think you've got to be so bang on, right?
Yeah. All of the kids are sharing a dressing room apart from Charlie. One of the adult cast has asked to share with him solo. I think it's fine.
Bill Sykes. the guy playing Bill Sykes is insisting that he seemed a nice guy. I don't really mean him.
This is really nice.
He was drinking at the bar.
And he said they might extend his contract.
That's an incredible thing.
So then we got back, and I'm going to tell you this. I've talked about this on the Romesh, Ranga Nathan show.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk to you about it now.
Yeah.
And it might be something you might want to do with Grace when she's older.
Yeah.
I'm now a Dungeons and Dragons player.
What? What? Oh my God. What, playing it?
Playing it with the family.
Like, hold up, playing it, the board game?
Yeah, the board game, the tabletop RPG.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've always been fascinated by it.
So
How far away do you think you are from like cosplay or sort of one of those?
I don't know. Depends if Lisa replies to this text. But you have the box, and then you got like the setups, and you can make it up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to say this now, man. When I first talked about it on the other podcast I do that you don't watch.
Yeah, I do watch actually. I think it's fascinating.
I was slightly a bit like I was nervous to admit it because it's like the first time I played. It's sick.
You should own it.
I am in, man. Dungeons and Dragons is fire, man. I love it.
Can I just say, my brother-in-law and my nephew both play.
Right. It's amazing.
It's incredible. Are you painting the figures yet?
No, we've not got to that stage.
That's the bit I think you're really going to get a kick out of.
You think so?
Well, you're a creative guy. That'd be amazing.
I'm not creative like that,
mate.
Nobody's gone. Oh, have you seen his tour show? He sounds like he looks like exactly the kind of guy that could paint an orc. What the fuck are you on about,
mate? But you're a perfectionist when it comes to stuff. I can imagine your little paintbrush painting away on a Sunday afternoon.
I do love those videos. Anyway, the point is, I'm in. And I want to take this opportunity to formally apologise for any reluctance I showed about Dungeons and Dragons when I first mentioned it.
Who brought it into the house?
I did.
Okay.
So basically, Taylor Utley, who's on The Woman in Mind with me, he plays it, right?
Yeah.
And obviously on Stranger Things, always talking about it.
Yeah.
And I was looking for something to do with the kids.
Yeah.
And I just thought, this feels like it's perfect. So we had a go at it. And before we knew it, we'd spent 2 hours playing this game.
Wow.
And now the kids are asking to play again. It's amazing.
So hold on, but you can build other...
You can do we got the starter pack. I paid like 40 quid or something, and you get like 3 starter setups.
Right.
But then but there's a lot of it you can just fuck around and invent your own stuff.
You add stuff to it.
Yeah, I mean, I've never actually played it. I've only ever been the dungeon master.
What? Hold up. So when you played with the boys, were you the dungeon master?
Yeah. So that means I'm running the game.
Yeah, but then do you have little figures of your own that are in the game?
Yeah, they had figures, yeah.
You don't have them?
No.
So what are you doing then?
I'm taking them through the game.
Okay.
So it'd be like, we can do it now if you want. Do you want to play a bit now?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Okay, so what do you want your character to be?
An Elgin.
Okay, why don't you say words that you know?
I've heard Elgin somewhere.
Yeah, okay, what is it?
What was
You could be like a wizard or a fighter.
What was Orlando Bloom in
Elf.
An elf, okay.
It wasn't an Elgin.
Yeah, I'll be an elf, prince who's sort of,
And what are your skills, like magic or fighting? Or whatever?
Oh, fighting.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just freestyling this now, so I'm not really that good. Okay, so you walk into some woods.
Yep.
There's a goblin in front of you.
Oh, shit.
He's dressed in battle armour.
Yeah.
He's got a sword on his back.
Yeah.
He hasn't noticed you initially.
Yeah. This is sick.
What do you mean?
I'm excited by this.
Okay.
I'm actually trembling with excitement.
What do you do?
Well, it sounds like he's probably sort of quite aggressive.
You can talk to him if you want.
I'll actually talk to him.
Okay, what do you want to say?
Hey, man, how are you? Just having a stroll through the woods.
Okay, can you speak goblin language?
Oh, no.
So at that point, we don't know.
Okay, all right.
So what I'd say is if you roll
I'll just go, hello.
Okay.
Hello. I mean no harm. I am a elf warrior who's in the woods.
I can see you're in the woods. What is your name?
Ian?
Sounds a bit like Renee from Hello Hello, Mike.
Ian. Ian.
Ian.
Hello, Ian. For what reason are you walking through these woods?
It's a shortcut to the castle that I'm going to see my friends at.
Well, you'll have to take a different path.
Why?
Because I am resting here.
Well, yeah, I mean, have a sit down, mate. I'm just going to scurry on through. I'll be gone before you know it.
Find a different path.
What's your name, sorry?
My name is...
Right, can I just say that you don't own the woods? I think it's a bit obnoxious, if I'm honest with you, that you won't just let me pass. I had options. I could have attacked you. I could have been confrontational. I could have grappled you. I chose to speak and talk just to be diplomatic.
If you chose to grapple me, you would be dead.
Oh, God. All right, mate, you fancy
You're
yourself.
starting to aggravate the goblin now. What do you want to do?
Shoot him in the head with my bow.
Shoot him in the head with your bow. Okay,
Yeah.
so at this point,
Yeah.
I would get you to roll a dice.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then if you got 15 or above,
Yeah.
we'd say that the bow enters the guy's head or not. So we're going to roll a dice now. 13.
Okay.
So you try and shoot him in the head. It fails. You've now aggravated him. What do you do now? He's going to attack you.
I basically go, sorry about that.
Sorry,
Yeah, you wound me up.
you
and reacted.
just avoided killing me.
I'm so sorry. I basically just.
Why should I not kill you?
He draws his sword.
Oh God!
What are you going to do now?
Escape. Run as far. I'd outrun a troll.
Well, you're facing a goblin, so
The same thing, no?
no.
Okay. Well, goblins are slower than trolls. Well,
They're not. Goblins are quicker than trolls.
okay, yeah, but they're not as quick as an elf who's having it on his toes. I've only got a little bow on my back. He's got a big sword and a shield.
Okay, the goblin has been at war now.
All right, so he's probably a bit tired as well.
Okay.
So I'd probably then just turn around and go, fuck off, mate, and then just sprint off.
Okay, so you tried to run away. We're going to roll the dice. The goblin is one of the best goblin soldiers, so he's pretty quick. So if you roll a 17 or above, you get away.
What, you fucking off your nut?
He's a fast goblin. That's how the odds work. He's a fast
It's
goblin.
an elf versus a goblin.
He is a quick goblin. He's
Well,
one of
you
the top
say
warriors.
that when I stuck
you
my
should have
finger
known that. Okay, well, you fucking stuck your finger up now and tried to run away.
so
Let's roll the
17 or
dice.
above.
1, you're fucked.
Oh, mate. So
The goblin catches you.
Okay.
He throws you to the ground. He's got his sword to your neck.
Why should I not kill you?
I'll be your wife.
Okay. If you get a 10 or above, the goblin fucks you. 8.
So the goblin kills me.
Huh?
The goblin kills
Well, we
me.
don't know. I will release you if you can answer this riddle.
Oh, God, I hate riddles.
Okay, you ready?
Can't I just come to your house and do some chores?
No. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I have no voice, but I can make a sound. I have no feet, but I can move around. I am born in the dark, and I leave with a dash. I have no hands, but clear a room in a flash. I'm invisible to the eye, but known to the nose. Everyone has me, but nobody shows. What am I?
A bat?
A bat? Sorry, which bat is invisible to the eye?
Oh, a shadow.
It's not a shadow. I'm invisible to the eye, but known to the nose. When have you last smelt a shadow?
A fart.
It's a fart.
Wow.
Well done. The goblin releases you. You can continue your journey. That's sort of like a little bit of the
Wow,
game.
mate,
So
that's
that's sort of how it
sick.
goes.
I think we should do. You know what we should do? I'd actually love to do is specials of this where we get aboard and we play a game.
I wouldn't mind. I'd love to get some. In fact, if there's any Dungeons and Dragons experts that can help us
My
design
friend
a little
Tommy,
game,
by the way, is like,
yeah. Should we do a little D&D?
Tommy is like one of the country's best D&Ders.
Okay, we should D&D then, shouldn't we?
We should go to. Have you seen the place in Nottingham where you
No.
go and play?
No.
They've got like its headquarters. It's fucking sick. It's one of the biggest ones in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we do it?
Mate, I'm back. I was so.
wolfowlpod@gmail.com, please. Get in touch.
If you play Dungeons and Dragons, you want to get involved, let's do it. Oh my
Okay.
God, I'm genuinely fucking buzzing.
Fun, right?
Yeah, that was a sick.
I mean, normally you
Can I
have-
say, by the way,
Yeah.
that you were an incredible dungeon master.
No, but normally you have more rules and you've got a bit more of a setup and you design what the thing's going to be.
Yeah.
We were just fucking around there. I think it's about that time, Tommy D.
Okay.
We've played some D&D. We've told our little anecdotes. Could you please take us out?
Hey, do you remember the first time that you tried a new soup or some new crisps? Breaking boundaries, doing new things. Sometimes that can be scary, but sometimes just knocking off the crust of your everyday life and going, "Whew, that feels nice," is all the growing you need. What am I asking you? To climb Everest tomorrow? No, friend. That would be insane without any kind of training. What I'm saying to you is, like Romesh with Dungeons and Dragons, or me with Dungeons and Dragons, trying something new and expressing yourself in a different way can make you feel like a new person. You might not need to change everything, but just growing a little bit, like this much, could mean a whole new you is the tide running in to the sand that makes you free.
Thanks so much, Tom. It was definitely you speaking out loud. Thank you so much for listening and watching to The Wolf and Owl. wolfowlpod@gmail.com if you've got any emails for us.
Boom.
We'll be back with a bonus episode.
Yeah, boy.
See you then. Peace.